Is it true that in Serbia, giving compliment to a baby is not a common thing? If I recall correctly, back when I was a kid, I was told something along the lines of you shouldn't compliment a baby. So you don't say that a baby looks pretty, you say that a baby looks ugly. Which in Western culture would translate very poorly because imagine I'm on the street and I bump into someone with a bebe and I'm like, oh, your bebe's so ugly. They would probably get offended. Whereas in Serbia, I think that was actually quite normal. You don't say that a baby looks pretty or anything like that because I don't know what the reason was. But that might have something to do with the fact that you don't compliment a baby. But you do give money to the baby. You put like money under the baby's pillow, which comes from Judeo Christianity, back when you used to leave coins next to the pillow, which comes from the good old fashioned Hebrew religion, because Lilith would come and steal the baby. So you leave money, and Lilith takes money instead of the baby. Lilith being Adam's first wife. Good times. And if we believe anything that the story says, there she was, Adam's equal, basically Adam just female, and God's like, submit to him, and she's like, no, why should I? Like, we're the same. And it's like, no, you will submit to him. And then Adam's like, yeah, you will submit to me. And then she's like, fuck you guys, I'm getting out of here. And then she basically leaves. And then she runs off with Lucifer and makes lots of babies. And then God's like, well, this shit ain't happening. So he sends an angel after her and is like, hey, get your butt back here. And she's like, no. And then the angel kills all her babies, which is why she goes after Adam's children, which Adam had from Eve, who is made from Adam's rib. So, good old fashioned stories and folklore that turned into traditions that we practice without realizing where they're from. All right, so Chainsaw Man and then Bleach. Chainsaw Man. Oh man, that anime came out of left field and just like knocked our teeth out in episode 1. Really enjoying it so far. I saw that people were starting a petition to remake the anime with a different director. I found that kind of interesting. And then I heard that they didn't do a one-on-one, how do I say, replication of the manga, which from a business standpoint, I can completely understand because you're never going to get a one-on-one what's in the manga is going to be in the anime because obviously anime time crunch, 12 episodes, budget cuts, and all these other things. And then I heard that a lot of people were a little upset that a lot of the scenes are a lot more graphic in the manga than they are in the anime. And I could sort of understand that decision given that not everyone's into gore porn. Some people would think, oh, this is an awesome story, but because of the level of gore, I cannot watch it. And so I could sort of see why they might tone certain things down a little bit just to get more people into it. Because as we know, anime, advertisement for manga. Manga is where they make their money. Anime very rarely breaks even. Very rarely. It's honestly commercials for manga and merchandise and games and whatnot. So I could sort of understand it. The chances of a petition making the company remake it with that in mind, good luck. Good luck. They should probably petition for a season 2 instead of petitioning for a remake. I'm just saying. Because the anime itself isn't 100% fan service for the fans. Because the fans are already there. They already bought the manga. They're already buying the Pochita merchandise. They already have the slippers, the plush, the body pillow. They already have all the Pochita merch. I kind of want some myself. But the anime is kind of there to get new people into it. It's there to get new people like me that have absolutely no idea what Chainsaw Man is about. And everyone's like, watch the trailer, watch the trailer. And I'm like, what the is this? And it's like, it made no sense. Into getting into the franchise, loving it, getting a taste, and then hopefully getting people like me to actually buy the manga, buy the merchandise, so they can make some of their money back from the anime. Because let's face it, they're not making a lot of money from the anime. Pochita cake? Oh, I would buy that so much. Hachan, I know what I want for my birthday. Yeah. So, yeah. Fingers crossed a season 2 happens. I hope that they don't do that thing where they give you a season 1, they want to do a season 2, but season 2 is 2 years later. Because they kind of want to blue ball you enough into reading the manga. I hope at the very least it comes out in 2023, which is a day away, but it falls within the next year. That being said, the studio itself, I heard, animating Attack on Titan, animating One Punch Man, animating a bunch of other big titles that I don't know or don't watch, they kind of sound busy. And then from what I hear, the time crunch for Chainsaw Man involved people not leaving the office for 3 days. Which is actually not surprising, because as we know, animation and gaming industry in Japan is practically slavery. People do it out of passion, not out of trying to get rich. I mean, the company might get rich, the directors might get rich, the producers might get rich, the animators probably work themselves to death. I'm just saying. So, something seriously wrong with Japan in that regard. It's really, really bad. You know, it was kind of funny. Oh, they edited out Denji singing about workers' right, paid sick leave, and paid annual leave because they didn't want the Japanese animators to learn about these concepts. And everyone's like, ha, that's funny. And it's like, that wasn't a joke. In Japan, they have literal nets around office buildings to catch people jumping out of windows. That's how bad it is. That wasn't a joke. That actually happened. It's really bad. So, yeah, God can only hope they fix this up, because anime's getting bigger in the West. It's making money through the Western distribution, but the people making the money are the companies distributing it, not the actual people producing it. So, for example, when Netflix got JoJo to distribute it in the West, they probably paid for it, but they're also going to make some bank from that. Now, all that money isn't going to go back to the people working their butts off to animate it, to write it, to voice it. I mean, the VAs, even for the Western release, got paid pennies in the dollar. They got paid like $25 an hour as VAs for main roles in JoJo. And we're not talking small-time VAs. We're talking like AAA, top of their industry VAs, getting paid just above minimum wage. So it's not that much better in the West versus the animators and the VAs back in Japan. So there's something seriously going wrong within the anime and the gaming industry, and no one wants to talk about it. We're just sitting here making memes about it. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, let's not bash the anime. Shut up, cheeky. Let's not bash the anime. I think the anime is beautiful. Episode 1 hooked me. It was an emotional roller coaster. The animation was smooth. The music was really nice. The characters are unique and have their own sort of style like every anime does. I really liked it. It overall, really, really strong as an anime, from story, action, music, characters, dialogue, art style. Really good anime. I kind of wish the season was 24 episodes, because I always keep saying it. I'm just getting into it now, and they're like, 12 episode season. I'm like, you know, it's really good, but we need more. So, fingers crossed we get a season 2. That's what I would be pushing for. That, as well as some proper recognition for the people actually making it. I think they deserve it. If they had better conditions, they would probably be able to produce better content. You wouldn't have as much of a brain drain from people getting burnt out, having to leave and jumping out of buildings. So, if anyone's actually listening to this with any influence in the industry, please consider the actual people who make it possible. I'm more than willing to pay to watch anime if I knew that some of the money was going towards the people that were producing it. But because I know it doesn't actually go to them, I don't care if people watch it for free. Because at the end of the day, the people making it aren't getting anything out of it. It's the companies that are making the millions, not the people. So unless that changes, you guys can, sharing is caring on websites as much as you want. I'm not going to shame you for it. Now, sorry, I'm getting notifications. With that being said, really looking forward to watching this episode. A little bit bittersweet that it's the last episode of the season. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, all right. Let's just watch it. I hope I didn't miss anything. And thankfully, I've been blind this entire time, so I'm really looking forward to. Yay! People are calling me. No, thank you. I'm watching anime. See, priorities. Chainsaw Man episode 12. Wait. Before the sound starts, let me make sure the subtitles are working. By the way, your last Bleach reaction is open to... Yeah, that's cool. I'll fix that up. Twitch has actually been having errors. I've been trying to release VODs multiple times, and it's like, error, cannot release VOD. Error, cannot release VOD. Error, cannot release VOD. So that's probably why, because I kept trying to release VODs, and it kept erroring. And then it's probably just releasing them 6 times because the servers are catching up. Twitch staff are on holiday. They were on holiday since 3 days ago, and the entire platform is falling apart. Like, it hasn't even been 3 days. It's ridiculous. Well, anyway. Amazon, right? It's not like they can afford engineers or anything. Remember the words. Harder, mommy. Wait, I thought this was going to be one of those things where, like, he dies, and it turns out that this is a vision from the dancing guy that's in his eye, and it's like, haha, we had you all along, he's not actually dead. This only happened in his vision of the future, and now he's gonna dodge all the attacks because he sees them coming. But it's like, no, he's actually choked out. Damn. Yeah, leave it to anime to make me hungry. Lucky I ate before this. We have our fried rice. We have our gyoza. We've got our spinach salad. We have our tonkatsu ramen, which what appears to be the garlic sauce on the side with spring onions and pork with a lot of fat. Bloody delicious. I think this is chicken. Could be wrong. Could be pork. Could be beef. Doesn't matter. It's fucking delicious. Didn't stop you with Denji the other night in the apartment. I love it how it's like, you're underage, you're not allowed to smoke. But other things, I don't care that you're underage. I'm just gonna be that girl from Evangelion that kisses like a 14-year-old. Yeah, sure. We'll do the rest when I get back. Yeah, I'm gonna just call the FBI real quick. I don't think she's talking about the cigarette. Well, this is awkward for everyone involved. He just started crying. Now it's just weird to kill him. She's like, well, my murder boner's gone. How about you? Yeah, his boner's definitely gone. Oh, shit! So because she gave up her entire body, a part of her psyche or soul lives within the demon? Oh, crap. Wow. Ouch. 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 Oof. Oof. Yeah, drive the nail in, why don't you? Oh, right, because he's not fearing it, he just doesn't see him. Then imagine Kenpachi Zaraki as a devil hunter. The devils fear him and he just gets more powerful. Fear the bells. You just hear little bells echoing in the middle of a dark alley, and the demons just go. Why do I hear boss music? Samurai as fuck. You know what gets me? The size of his blade. It keeps changing. One moment, regular katana. Another moment, it's an O-katana. Make up your mind. Is it a regular 37-inch katana? Or is it a 41-inch katana? Or is it a 44-inch katana? Make up your mind, please. Consistency is important. I'm sorry. It just gets me. I can't. Like, look at it. I know, that's me too. Sorry, guys, I need to find this comment. Someone actually explained something from the opening, which I found absolutely hilarious. But I think it's better if I just read it directly instead of trying to explain it myself. One of the things I said was the reason the future devil is always dancing is because he knows how the manga ends, but he's not going to spoil it. All right, I think it's in this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get the scene. Let me get the scene. It's gonna be perfect. Hutchin's probably thinking, "What on earth are you watching?" Like I don't even know either.
That's Japanese anime.
Sorry, Hutchin.
That's a Japanese anime.
Of course it's a Japanese anime. All anime is Japanese. Western anime are called cartoons.
But was it like was it like on TV in Japan? Or?
Was it on TV? I don't think this one Oh, it might be on TV. Hi, was Chainsaw Man on TV in Japan? It might be. TV Tokyo usually has a lot of anime on TV. Alright, this is perfect. Earlier today, I realized the goddamn bowling shot in the OP was a frickin' reference to the nut shot contest between Aki and Denji. The Japanese word for nut, kintama, literally means golden balls.
That means dick.
Sorry?
That means dick.
It means dick, yes. What? This opening. And then Hachon's like, it means chin chin, which in some cultures means cheers. So when you're like cheering in one culture, you're saying dick in another. So you go to an Asian restaurant, see, I didn't say which country, and you're like, chin chin, and everyone's like clicking glasses, and some guy's like, why are they talking about penis? It's like, shh, it's 2022, you can't ask why they're talking about penis. Maybe they're going out to get some penis afterwards. And it only makes Konosuba funnier because Megumi calls Thingo's little sword, who had a full length sword, then he got a small one because he couldn't handle the length, and she calls it Chin Chin Maru. She called his sword that's small Chin Chin Maru after she saw his. She named his. Fucking hell, man. And no meme streams or meme reactions. Live stream schedule, that's the schedule, that's the plan. If it's not in the schedule, it's not part of the plan. Alright, now let's watch the actual episode after talking about memes for 27 minutes. Classic. We haven't even finished the opening and we've been talking for 30 minutes. I recently learned that the glowing figure that Makima might be referencing a type of parasite involving snails. Yeah, we discussed it in earlier episodes. It's a parasite that infects something that gets eaten by a larger host like a snail, and then the snail climbs up high so it gets eaten by a bird, and then the parasite has infected the bird. Classic Kuma, 30-minute joke breakdown. Can I at least show you the video? I'm not reacting to memes today. Another time, maybe. Today, not today. You can link it, of course. We got a Chainsaw Man thread. Oh no, but it's a spoiler thread. Reaction request thread. Nani? Okay, we gotta talk about this. One, why is the blade pointed downwards? So you want to point it upwards to the neck. Because if you had to, like, what is your plan? Like, say she struggles. What's your plan? You want to flip the blade? Well, that's going to be weird because your wrist is already down. So you to flip it this way doesn't make sense. To flip it this way doesn't make sense. So you've already lost your ability to slit the neck. So what's next? You're going to slit the hand? That isn't going to work. And then secondly, why is your finger next to the blade? You're going to hurt yourself. We got to really work on your technique, Missy. I mean, I like your enthusiasm, but we got to work on that technique. We got to work on that. See, what you want to do is not have yourself like that, because with legs like that, she can basically kick you in the crotch. Now, I know it might not hurt as much because you're not a guy, but you kind of don't want to leave yourself open for that. So you want to have your right leg in between her two legs, and well, that kind of puts you get what I mean. And then you kick this leg so she loses balance, and then she basically falls on you. At that point, you're holding her up with one arm with a knife to the neck. If she tries to struggle, she's got no balance. And then you can just basically use gravity. You don't actually have to use your hand. The gravity just pushes in for you. But if you wanted a stealth kill, you gotta actually stab in. That's the only time you will do that type of technique. You stab in and you slash out. But you're not doing that, are you? Exactly. At which point you basically done. Or you can just leave it in there. I mean, like, good answer. Bonuses are coming up, and they're by team, and my team's dead, so I get the full bonus. What's that on your hand? Oh, that's someone else's hand. Is that a snack for later, or? Hey, that's not how it works. Isn't it usually like when the body parts are severed, they usually like clench up? Or does that only happen if the body's in one piece? I think they call it rigor mortis. When like the body parts like clench up. Yeah, it's a snack. Did the swords that he's using look like samurai swords to you? It looks like something that Dante would use. But anyway, what would I know about swords? Ooh, 7. That's an interesting number. She's like, this is my meal for the next month. He made the wise choice. I swear to God, if he takes a nap. In Community, is called Katana Man, even though he never called this way in manga. Kind of fits with Yakuza theme. I mean, katana just means sword, but like, okay. I love it. 7 and 13. Oh yeah, they love the numbers in this anime. Well, this works for everybody. These two guys aren't gonna hit shit. I'm gonna just hold my gun here. You're not even holding it properly. Okay, your grip is kind of okay. Your one is pathetic. I should start a consulting business. That's a freaking lie. 7 and 13? What do you mean specifically? 7 being a complete number. You know, God, world completed in 7 days, and he rested, 7 being a perfect number. 13, Friday the 13th, also, like, we can't count that high. So people consider 13 an unlucky number. Satisfaction? The last girl that spoke of satisfaction was in Silent Hill. Run, Denji! Run! And your granddad killed him. I would consider that even, wouldn't you? He literally sliced him up and threw him in a dumpster. Well, your grandfather atoned for cutting him up and throwing him in a dumpster. You know, just looking at this carpet, I can tell you that this is the cheapest carpet they could find. I've seen this carpet before. It's rough and it's cheap. It's the type of carpet that you actually use in cheap business hotels because you know you're going to have to replace it every 5 years or so. You see, I know a hotel manager, and it basically comes down to two things. You either buy a cheap carpet and replace it within every 5 years, or you buy a really expensive carpet and replace it every 20 years. But then you have to clean it every time someone's an idiot. The never-ending debate of which is better. The answer is semi-synthetic carpet because you can actually wash it. So even if you spill wine on it, you can actually wash it. So a carpet fit only to wipe your feet. Well, it depends what you're going for. If you're going for a carpet at home, I would say something comfy because, you know, you might want to walk on it barefoot or like sit on it. But when's the last time you walk barefoot on a carpet in a cheap business hotel? Exactly. Wait, sorry, what? Apparently, what could have possibly given you that idea? Wait, so you're actually scared that he might be able to kill you, so you're trying to guilt trip him into letting him kill you. Well, you just reek of cowardice, don't you? I like it. Wait, what the fuck? Is that a fake arm, or did you just fucking pull your actual arm off? I'm not even gonna start. Yay, the opening of the anime! I just can't wait for both of them to sustain fall damage. Plus, an actual blade would get stuck in the blades of the chainsaw and fuck up the chainsaw chain. But then again, this is a demonic chainsaw that continues to heal the more blood you have, so I don't know, it depends on who bleeds. You know, Denji's approaching this the wrong way. Denji has chainsaws that spin on their own, meaning that he does not require momentum in order to cut. The katana or sword devil requires momentum in order to cut. So instead of keeping him at range, giving him space in order to gain momentum with swings, Denji should actually, get as close as he possibly can. Potentially giving him a hug. So he can't get the swing. But what would I know about combat? So this is just like Metal Gear Rising. Denji is probably stalling until you hit a tunnel. Wait. So let me get this straight. He's gonna jump up and start falling directly down. Meanwhile, Denji is on a moving train. That's not how relativity works. But what would I know about physics? Hey, you know what Japan needs? An anime about being a sniper. What is gravity? What is the Earth's rotation? What is wind direction? I absolutely love how calm the guy announcing the thing is. It's almost like this isn't the first time this has happened. Ladies and gentlemen, due to an incident in one of the carts, we are opening all of the doors. Please quietly evacuate while the two demons are literally hacking into each other with swords and chainsaws. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, this has happened more than once. Alright, Denji, I want you to use your head. Literally. I want you to use your head. I was gonna say, where are the chainsaws on his legs? You've got more limbs. There they are. Ah, the hidden blade, always the deadliest. Now the real question is, he's got one on his hands, one on his feet, one on his head. Begs the question, does he have another one somewhere else? Please tell me that's not the end. Denji, why is he naked? Why are you naked? I love how you can just literally cut up these devils into little tiny pieces and they just come back together again like Humpty Dumpty. Priorities, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is your opportunity. Say that you found him, you're about to engage, and you accidentally killed him. Oh, right, you gotta do the old how many bullets can you survive? That's a fun one. Oh, right, you gotta kick him in the dick. That's a fun one. Ha! I knew it. And remember, no chainsawing. That's not psychotic at all. That's just being a teenager. And you caught him. Well, it didn't say specifically not to torture him to make yourself feel better, now did it? Read between the lines, kid. Meanwhile, Himeno in heaven. Kick him in the dick! Come on, do as the cigar says. See, the length of this sword is just inconsistent. You know, they measured the amount of pain that results from a kick in the balls, and it is the equivalent of breaking all of your bones simultaneously within a split second. It is the highest registered amount of pain that the human body can feel being hit in the dick. Technically balls, but yeah. It is more painful than giving birth, but only for that split second. That's why your whole nervous system just conks out. That's why when you kick someone in the dick, they collapse. The whole nervous system is just like, oh, boom. The pain afterwards is not nearly as bad as the initial impact. It's still bad, but it's that thing that just shocks your entire nervous system. I love how the Yakuza is not even capitalized. The utter disrespect. Well, it could have been worse for him. Either could have had steel-toed boots. Yeah, but those are too heavy when you're walking. You don't want to lose your, what's it called? Dexterity. Not dexterity, your agility. Wait, so she basically got guns in exchange for hunting down the chainsaw's heart. That doesn't sound like a good deal. So the other guys get guns in exchange for like 200 bucks. Meanwhile, she's like, I want guns. And the gun devil's like, give me the chainsaw man's heart. She's probably not paid enough to ask questions. Nani? Can I just see what that was? I don't even know what the hell I am looking at. It's her demon, the snake. It's like, fuck you, I ain't going to prison. BAM! I've watched Death Note. I know my rights. Well, technically not suicide. $1.4 kilograms, that's quite a bit. Oh, I was muted. I was like, where is it pointing towards? America, the land of gun violence. You know what I absolutely love? They captured the essence of Japanese supermarkets. This is my favorite thing of Japan. You just rock right into the supermarket, and in the delicatessen area, you've got all the what's it called? Oh my god, what's it called? Damn it, I'm so stupid. When they deep fry stuff, like vegetables and whatnot. Not deep fried, but like the other type of deep frying. I forget what it's called. And then they've got like takoyaki, they've got like beef, chicken, they've got everything, they've got sushi, they've got literally everything. The supermarket is amazing in Japan. It has everything. It's not like Western supermarkets that are shit. It's literal good supermarkets. Amazing supermarkets. Like the supermarket is the shit. And as a result, convenience stores actually have good shit and good prices because they have to compete. That is so cool. You know, Arjun and I used to do that when we were living at university. I would go to the supermarket, which inside it actually had a sushi shop. So the sushi chain store paid to be inside the supermarket. And what I used to do was, I actually knew that around 7 o'clock, they marked down the prices of all the sushi by like 66%. So from like 6:30 to 7, it would be marked down 33%, and then from 7 onwards, it would be marked down 66%. And so I started going and picking up sushi there that's like marked down. You know, you pick your selection, really nice stuff. It was made by like Korean people because I knew they were speaking Korean, so it wasn't Japanese sushi, but like it was cool. And so I would buy it. And then my flatmate one time saw us eating it. He's like, "Where'd you get it?" And I told him where I got it. And then he told another group, and so the like 6 of them used to go and start picking up all the good sushi, and then like there was nothing left for me and Hutchin to get. So I was like, all right, you want to play like that? Cool. So I started going earlier, grabbing all the stuff that I wanted, and just like walking around the store waiting for it to hit 7 o'clock before they mark it down. Then I would go straight at the checkout at 7 o'clock because it would automatically mark it down. And then by the time they got there, it was too late. And they could never get there on time because they were lazy shits. So then they started coming back to our share flat, and Hutchin and I were literally eating like $300 worth of sushi, all the best stuff, and they just got like leftovers. So Hutchin and I had like salmon, avocado, mayo, soft shell crab, tuna, salmon sashimi, like all the good shit. And they had like a cucumber California roll. This anime is where people fight over discount dinner at supermarkets. There is an anime for that? Jesus. I still can't see how you people enjoy sushi. It's gross for me. It's delicious. Maybe because I'm a bear. I don't know. They call it Yamato beer because Asahi didn't pay for branding. Product placement. What the fuck? Look at that leg. This one's like straight. Oh no, they're all sideways. Sorry, my bad. It doesn't look sideways because it's at this angle. They're all sideways. My bad. Is it time for the future devil? No, don't do it. You have so much to live for. No, don't light it. Cigarettes are a gateway drug. Wait, but weren't you smoking before this? Or are you going to smoke that one? Can people stop calling me? Are you really going to smoke what some demon gave you? Sorry, devil. My bad. Or at least he doesn't have to worry about lung cancer. Oh, the airplane's actually in the anime. Sorry, I thought there was like an airplane here. I'm like, what the fuck? That's some really good audio. Sounds so real. Because it literally went from like left to right. Love it. Who's this? Is this him after the nut kicking? Or is this a pochita flashback? No, it's not. It's that door again. Wait, this sounds like a kid. Denji? It is Denji. Kid Denji. Hmm? Pochita? Aww. But he wants to pat you. Why? You're not wearing a towel? Or is it because you're not in your cute little puppy form? What are you? Are you like a big Cerberus dog? Who the hell is asking that? Ah! Yours is a face I didn't want to see. Well, the door is probably gonna end up becoming the same thing that the basement was like in the Attack on Titan and ends up being open in a few years. The bloody blue ball door. I like the opening references and reaction requests. It seems most fitting to react to it with the season 1 finale before the OP changes next season, and it's only a minute long. I'm not reacting to any videos right now. Ah, that was nice. And now the eternal wait for seeing whether or not it gets a season 2. But of course they had to blue ball us and probably showcase the character only manga readers would know about. Favorite ED? I don't know. I do not know. I don't even remember them all. So many changed, I don't even remember them all. Pochita has secrets to keep. I'm just you know how Pochita's this cute little dog? I'm just imagining like this fully grown sculptured man with muscles and abs with Pochita's face. It's like, I'm not really a cute little puppy dog. I'm really a man. It's like, well, that's fucking creepy, isn't it? Living with a kid. Sleeping in the same bed and shit. You creepy motherfucker. Well, I would give it around a year and a half till the next season comes out. I would like it if they at least announce it. It would feel nice for them to announce it. Like that buff Monokuma statue in V3. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of sad that the season only has 12 episodes, since season 1 is the weakest part of the story. Maybe that's why it got only 11 episodes, that they didn't want it to drag on too quickly and lose people's attention spans. Because let's face it, people's attention spans are incredibly short nowadays. If you don't have flashy fights, music, jump scares, and boobage every 5 minutes, people just zone out. So maybe that's why they chose 12 episodes. Keep it nice and concise, to the point, get everyone hooked, and get them to come back for season 2, and then like possibly season 2 gets 24 episodes. Just saying. I wouldn't mind it if they do it that way. As long as it gets a season 2. Because God knows I don't read manga. The only manga that I actually read was the Devil May Cry 5 one. Because I'm just such a huge Devil May Cry 5 fan, and we did that on stream. And that was okay. That was alright. It also had a bit of a light novel too, which was okay. I'm picturing Pochita's true form probably being what Denji looks like in Devil Mode, but with them being around like 6 feet tall. Part 1 of the manga is 97 chapters, and season 1 ended around chapter 40. So either season 2 will be longer or a movie and season 2. 24 episodes would be great for season 2. Well, it's very possible that the second part of part 1 of the manga is season 2. Because I don't think it's necessarily going to be like a one-on-one. Part 1 of the manga is season 1 of the anime. It doesn't necessarily work that way. Kuma, I think I just posted what you were looking for in anime. What was I looking for? An image of Denji or an image of Pochita being cute? Because Pochita's so cute. Yeah, this is exactly it. Except, like, maybe not that muscular, more like human. And more with a neck. Like, just a really muscular person. Not necessarily, like, this thick. But he can be thick if he wants to be. The way of the husbando. My dream. Being with someone that earns enough that I could be a husbando at home. I'll do the washing. I'll do the dishes. I'll even do the cleaning. Just let me play home. Let me stay home and play video games all day. I don't know why everyone's like, I want my woman to stay at home. I'm like, no, I want to be the man at home. I don't get why everyone thinks it's so bad. Dishwashers, washing machines, automated vacuum cleaners, like the little smart ones. Like, what do you actually have to do? You could even get food delivered to your house. Like, I'm sorry, but being, living at home isn't as bad as it was 50 years ago where people had to use their hands to wash the laundry. You put some detergent in the bloody washing... In Japan, they have a washing machine and dryer in one. You could literally set it to wash your clothes and then dry them without having to remove them. What more do you want? I mean, shit. I'd love to be a house husband. Oh, that's my territory. Well, what are my responsibilities? Deciding what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And my partner's not home for lunch, nor dinner, because they have to drink with their boss. So I just kind of have to look after breakfast. And I can sort of cheat, because I can buy takeout, and then serve it as breakfast the next day. Am I the only one picturing the Pillar Men theme with the buff pochita image? I mean, I can be done. Let me find it. Pillar Man. We're gonna end up getting like a meme version, but... This actually looks pretty good. You know how you sometimes go by cake shops and they do those really cheap cakes? Like they're trying to make a Pikachu cake and it looks nothing like Pikachu? This one is actually somewhat decent. Because the little chainsaw chocolate would have taken a little bit of time. They actually cared about the detail. You can tell Pochita doesn't skip the gym. Gym day every day. Alright, so the news is that Mr. Andrew Tate got arrested because of a pizza box. Yeah, like Greta Thunberg got some scripted tweet and she tweeted and Tate responded. Why would you even respond to Greta Thunberg? She just reads a script. You should have just responded with the photo of her Tesla, and in the back it just has single-use disposable plastic cutlery, takeaway boxes, and all the other stuff. She's like the world's biggest hypocrite. Why would you even respond to her? Fruitcake. I don't want a fruitcake. I don't want it. I don't want fruitcake. I want chocolate cake. Or make it a caramel cake. Why would you hide fruit in that? You're just trying to trick me into eating fruit. I don't want to eat fruit. I want to be unhealthy, damn it. It's New Year Christmas. It's like the one time of the year you're allowed to get fat. And I'll get judged for it. Except when Hutchin calls me fat. Granted, I did ask her to do that. Yeah, these. Really good. This is like the only manga that I actually read. Funny thing is, the Virgil one is 340 euros. The Dante one is 70 euros. What does that tell you? Who's the favorite, guys? Or what the hell is this? Oh, God. What's wrong with fruit? Look, I just don't want my fruit and my dessert being together, alright? Oh, this is a good pepe. I might have to steal this pepe. I'm gonna steal this pepe. This is a good pepe. Alright, I better be careful before I spend like 40 minutes here. I might end up like spending 40 minutes in the anime thread. We don't want that. Anime thread is too much fun. If you haven't checked out Discord, you really should. Oh my god, I've got. Oh god! Why? Why does this exist? Why does this exist on loop? Alright, guys, quick little break. You can watch Denji polishing his balls, and we're gonna watch some Bleach. I think before. Actually, I got a really good one. I was listening this to the gym. To the gym? At the gym. I was listening to this at the gym. Alright, someone's... Hachan! Close the window! Someone's cooking! Alright, quick little break.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.